That's new right there. We ain't gonna even get to him yet. Like that right there?
That's smooth.
We gonna get to that.
Shout out to that producer.
Shoo, it's the HasBeens Podcast. You know, I can't even come in with the same craziness that I come in after listening to that.
Come in smooth.
Yeah, I got to come in a little better than that, man. It's HasBeens Podcast, episode 109. I'm in the building. Shout out to Mike. He's out of commission for a couple weeks. We holding it down without him. Got my boy Twan in the building.
Yes, sir.
Macio in the building, back.
I'm here.
You know, Macio is like the ultimate fill-in, man. But we working on something. I think I've been trying to convince him to something. You know, we stay tuned. You know what I mean?
Stay tuned.
It's a contributor, not a sub.
Yeah, he's definitely a contributor. I'm not. You're the man of the words. You always know the right thing to say. Twan always got it. HasBeens Podcast, episode 109. It's your boy Cam Will. Like I said, in here with Macio and Twan. Another episode, another week. What's the date? April 26th.
26.
It's a Tuesday.
Time be flying, man.
Yeah, man. We trying to get back on schedule. Nailing some things down. We working some foundational pieces. You should see some more consistent content back again this week. We just been trying to ground some things out. It's up now, and it's stuck. So tap in with us, HasBeens Podcast, WildCard Sports. That's HasBeens Pod and WildCard Sports on all social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Make sure you tap in right there. Also, we finna go crazy on the YouTube. The world is opening back up. That means we opening back up. That means we gonna be back out there. That means we gonna be back outside where you want to be.
Yeah.
And we gonna be bringing it to you live and direct, raw and real. WildCard TV. Make sure you tap in with us. YouTube, subscribe, post notifications, all of that. Tap in. Real quick moment of silence for our social media so they can do that. Let me lock in. We in here watching the Grizzlies play. Grizzlies, Timberwolves. Game
series,
5.
It's been a good series.
You know what I mean? We almost at halftime. I'm pulling out my notes.
Y'all just missed Towns get a stupid foul. I don't know if y'all seen that.
We're not starting to show off with Karl Anthony Towns torn slander.
It's all hate.
What I want to start off really quick is just how y'all feeling personally. Anything new going on? You know what I mean? Just
getting back in the gym, man.
In the gym?
Yes.
Back in the gym, trying to get in shape, trying to get this belly away, get ready for the summertime.
Health is wealth, man. That's so important.
That's a fact.
So important. And we need to win another championship, truthfully.
Hopefully.
Well,
Y'all niggas ain't going to sign up for that fucking league.
We definitely need to plan.
Yeah, we just can't get it. We can't get it.
Niggas just can't get right. One and done, man.
Yeah, one and done. It seems like that's what they are. That's what they are. Yeah.
But I'm feeling good, though, man. I'm feeling good. Feeling very positive these days, man. So positivity is amazing. And I'm around a lot of positive people, my niggas included. So it's good. It's good.
Fuck with that. Fuck with that good energy.
Yeah.
Facts. I'm feeling great. You know, like I told you last week, you know, I just been new mindset and chips been falling into place, man. I just been kind of locking in. But it's been real foundational, all the stuff I've been doing. It's kind of like, you know, make sure everything at the foundation solid. And then you kind of start seeing when the foundation's solid, like,
then you can build.
Yeah, all the building blocks really sturdy and they stay there and they be firm and you're really in a good place. So, you know, I have nothing to complain about, man. I'm in the middle of the process, man. Like Embiid right now.
Yeah.
TTP.
Right.
TTP. That's all I can tell y'all right now, but it's coming.
Yeah.
Trust
Speaking
the process.
Of Embiid, he's playing very, very well right now.
Well, he's playing well, but the team is not as performing as up to standard, we'll just say.
Which, honestly, anticipated though to some degree because
Why?
Because I think
Mastradamus.
I think James Harden is an amazing generational talent, but the brand of basketball that he plays, I don't believe, and it hasn't been proven to be a winning brand of basketball, especially not in the playoffs.
I don't even think he's playing the same brand of basketball you're talking about. He's less than that right now. It's the first lose-lose trade ever.
The first lose-lose trade.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Sixers could have did something better, and Brooklyn got Ben.
And he won't put a jersey on.
He won't put the jersey on, man. It's lose-lose. Both his assets is worse now.
That's the first lose-lose trade in NBA history.
Interesting take right there.
But it's a real take.
It's a real take.
You know, like real talk. That's a real take. You know what I mean, it is what it is.
What gonna do? They gonna pay Harden the max this summer?
Well, hold on. We gotta pause it. We can't certify it yet as a real take because the Sixers will get out of round one.
Yes.
So we gonna hold it. I like the take. Hold no. You got something. You got some gold over there.
Yeah.
The value ain't high. I'm telling you, it's like when somebody told Mark Cuban to invest in Google.
Is, wrong. Even if they go to the next round, I still feel how I feel.
I'm not saying
he's not what they wanted him to be.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that exactly what you're saying is not gonna come to fruition because if they don't win a championship, it will be the first lose-lose. They swung this trade to win a championship. And then Harden's a free agent after this too.
Yes, he is.
So then you kind of now committed you kind of got to pay this dude too that you looking at and you like, oh no.
You got to pay him.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess.
of course.
You don't have to. There'll be other free agents.
I don't know if the money they already pay Tobias. They pay Embiid. They might have not have no more money.
But James Harden has a $30 million contract already.
But he's already on the roster, so they can go over the salary. Like if you're already on the roster, you get them bird rights. So if he leave, you don't have bird rights on everybody else to go over. So you just it's just gone. You lost that asset, and you can't replace.
But you still have the revenue that you would have spent on him to spend elsewhere.
It's a salary cap. It's a salary cap. And so I assume that they're already above it. I don't know where they're at exactly, but I know Tobias is getting the max. That's why people make fun of him. I know Embiid getting the max. You can't pay that many maxes and still be under. You're going to be in the luxury tax type shit. So if you lose that asset and you over the salary cap, you can't pay that out. He's lost that. So you gotta pay him.
Yeah, I mean
and hope he get in.
I mean, I guess they into him for the home. I think that obviously the move they made is a long haul deal. Yeah.
But he's not what he once was, and he's not adapting to the game.
So let's let him get he's like a bad little kid, but he done been to like 3 different schools because his mama keep moving and shit. For real. So let's give him a chance. He had a new school. Let him get a summer in his belt, hanging with the new kids. Now he get a summer to hang out with the kids, get acclimated.
That's funny.
And, he know mom's done promised him, we ain't moving no more. I got the job of my dreams.
But that's what it is. You got to understand who we talking about, though.
I know. I don't want to. I don't even want to get because I don't know. I have no clue.
I'm just gonna say James Harden is a legend in 2 games, and at this point in his career, he needs to be a legend in 1 game to make it grow. Keep getting better. He older. He gaining weight. He can't just blow by people.
The second game's the lifestyle.
Yeah, the streets. He's king of the streets. Don't get him fucked up.
Don't get him
fucked up. And he in Philly. Him and Meek is in the streets every day.
Yes, sir.
Speaking of streets,
baby
man,
at every game. It's us.
The streets getting swept out here.
Ooh.
But I just want to ask y'all a question because all the debate shows that went crazy about the Nets getting swept. I just want to know, does a player getting swept in any round of the playoffs, is that like a big deal, not a big deal at all to you, or just you kind of neutral?
You want to go first?
I think that a player getting swept happens, and it's happened to multiple greats, but it does mean something, though. And it can mean something.
And I guess the question I should have asked was as an individual, like obviously it means something that to the team obviously wasn't good enough. So I think we can skip past that. Just as an individual player, like does getting swept in the playoff have like some impact on the personal view of that player?
So with Kevin Durant specifically, I would say no. Niggas lose. Sometimes you don't even make the playoffs. That's more embarrassing than getting swept in the playoffs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or losing the play-in game. Like, Steph lost the play-in game last year. Nobody remembers that. Nobody's even going to remember they really got swept. It's going to be whoever won the championship and what happened, and maybe the Eastern and Western Conference. But
so
the first round,
you don't think sweeps matter like that?
Not in terms of somebody's legacy, especially if it's here, right? If he's already cemented, if you're building, like kind of how Donovan Mitchell's finna be, they might get beat by Dallas, and they're not doing much. It's kind of fizzling out. You start to look at Donovan Mitchell like, is he a player that can get you wins? It's gonna be deeper than just the Jazz issues. Now,
I get
target on him.
I get exactly what you're saying.
I get what you're saying too.
And I guess I would agree with you, and I'm more neutral on this because, like you say, it's more of an indictment early in your career if it becomes a continuous trend versus like a blip in the radar for most of these guys.
Which Kevin
because
Durant,
shit happens.
know that is
Kobe
not.
got swept, Jordan got swept, Bron got swept. Did Bron get swept? Yeah,
Twice.
Golden State. I know you know. The Mastradamus.
Twice.
He
got his ass in home.
And both of those 2 times was in the finals. But anyways, I digress.
That's funny. So it's probably more than that. He just remembered them specifically.
Okay.
And Kevin Durant, he's traditionally
he be balling.
He be balling.
He one of them
We've
guys.
never seen anyone play the kind of defense that the Boston Celtics just played on. We never. Seen. He's been 15 years in the league.
Shouts out to the Celtics defense.
Please,
that's really the story there.
Them boys got clamps. Shout out to the injury bug in full effect, the regular playoff bug, and Dr. Cam is with you right here. I got y'all.
Cam.
I got y'all. I got a certification online yesterday, and I've been telling y'all I just had to go ahead and certify myself so I can say this shit.
What'd you get certified in, Cam?
Just general health,
general health.
Listen, I didn't want to start too deep into the coursework, bro. But last night I got my general health degree, and I tell you, when you're a team and you have championship aspirations,
all right.
This is not 1985 where anybody truly cares how many games you play.
I be caring, but you can carry on.
I mean, if you're trying to win a championship, your fans will be okay if you sit a few out. Phoenix Suns, got to learn how to take the foot off the gas a little bit. Dr. Cam is telling you it's a steady diet. You give your star players 80% of games played max. 85. Is when if you want to push the limits, he in the MVP hunt, scoring title, any accolades, any type of bread, incentives on the line, you can get into the 85 percentile. So I'm fine with that with star players.
I like what you're saying. I'm gonna bring the two together, right?
Hold on. Look,
because I like
because you're not certified yet. I can't. You go.
Hey, man,
I can't stamp it.
I got, man. I'm getting Twitter search on Elon's Twitter, man. You don't even know.
He bought that shit up.
Oh,
He did.
Yeah, big bread.
Big
But
bread.
actually, you can chime in. Actually, I think that's the diagnosis of just looking at the Suns. Obviously, there's other injuries going on, but I just think Devin Booker's injury is just hamstrings are normally a fatigue injury. Normally.
Yeah.
Right.
Normally a muscle fatigue injury.
That's definitely the case. But
That's
I
correct.
think what the best scenario is
What's up?
if you just shorten the season a few games.
No.
Yeah.
Got to get the paper. Everybody got to be
listen,
happy here.
But listen. There's ways to change that, right?
How?
Like,
Get rid of the dunk contest, I hope.
that ain't got nothing to do with
I know. I just
it definitely needs to be
shit,
better, but that ain't got nothing to do with
Hate that
nothing. If they've been talking about this mid-season tournament, right?
Yes, I'm excited.
You can make money in different ways, you know what I'm saying, and give the players a little bit more rest. It's 72 games, 75 games, something like that. It's not too big.
And then
of a
use
cut.
that mid-season tournament to spread it out a little bit.
Tournament, you got the play-ins with it's more revenue coming in,
Right.
and so it gives players a break. Like, let them kind of rest because, like you said, it's fatigue injury.
Yeah.
And so, like, we've been traditionally it's been 82, it's 82, but it's a long season. And like the past few years, we saying get used to injuries, but what if we didn't have to?
It's kind of like, but until we find a better drug,
But that's what I'm saying. Shorten the season
these
a
coaches
little bit.
These coaches gotta shorten the season for their players
They
a little
just got
bit.
to fire Thibodeau, and
got-
then we might be in.
Well, I don't want to get Monty fired either, but Monty got to learn.
Monty,
massage.
Nick Nurse.
Monty's a great coach.
No, he's just
No,
saying
no,
how many
how-
minutes you giving the guys.
okay.
You gotta learn how to because they be. You especially when you out front, you gotta let one that lead dog kind of. Especially
Monty
you got a
about
good
to throw
lead.
his ass home,
They won. They got first place by 6 games. Monty,
and they let the
you
foot off the
only
gas.
need to win it by 1. You got to win 16 games into the season. If the other team get 15 and you win 16, you that's all you need is 1 more win. So you got to kind of look at it like that. And it's a new game, and it's obviously we get smarter over time. It's a new way to manage the game. And you got to kind of see the moments.
Oh, and to add on to adding revenue,
Uh-huh.
I heard they talking about adding 2 teams into the NBA.
They should
I'm with
definitely
that.
do
So that's even more revenue.
Where you see that at?
I be
Ooh, I
having
got-
my ear to the streets.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I got
Okay.
2 great cities.
I already
What
know
you
the
got?
cities.
What you got?
I already know
I
the
think
cities.
they're gonna go Seattle
In
for
2,
sure.
that's one.
But I think 1 is gonna be
Vegas. It got to be
unconventional.
Vegas.
It
gotta be.
shouldn't be Vegas.
It's going
not?
to.
It's
It will
100%.
They already got a women's
Football.
WNBA team. They got a football team.
They
They
might
got a
have
hockey team.
Yeah,
It's already set up for that.
it is already set.
It's set up for that. And they gonna do
And
right
we
by
already do the
Seattle.
summer
But
league
if
and
they-
shit there.
If they
Yeah.
do that, then they have to restructure the conferences.
All they
2
do is push
teams have
Memphis to the east.
Memphis, and it's gonna need to be 1 more because those are
New
2
Orleans.
Western. Probably them 2.
No.
Yeah,
Why
Memphis
not?
and New Orleans.
Yeah, I take that.
Those be the 2.
I take
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Memphis and New Orleans are now in the east.
because they
They in the
technically
same
are
conference
east in terms of
as
geographics.
the Hawks and Miami and
Yeah.
Orlando and shit.
Yeah.
All right.
Boom,
I like
fix.
that. Yeah, we can do that.
And we get
We
2
we,
number
we
ones.
really solving the league problems
I'm
today.
trying to tell you, it's hella
Yeah,
problems
they
in
need to
one.
hit us up.
We really
They need to hit us up.
That.
Yeah,
Call
for
me,
sure.
nigga.
That's really good.
You need
Adam
to get on
Silver.
and get your certifications tomorrow. I've seen you.
Hey,
play.
man.
See the link.
General health.
You feel me? Fuck with Twitter. They
What
say
else
you
we
the
got?
one.
NFL, real quick NFL draft this week, Thursday, couple
Starting on
days.
Thursday.
Um,
Y'all sad ass teams gonna try to,
Yeah.
catch up to us. Champ shit, you feel me?
We'll
Fuck them picks.
real quick. Just what y'all ain't really got anything.
We have a lot of picks. We just don't have early picks.
Well, what are you looking real quick? We in and out of this topic. What do you want to see your team draft? What type of
For the
draft?
people who's your team?
For the,
Yeah.
for the Rams, we need some safety depth and we need some corner depth. That's it. Maybe
I know
some
you gonna sit this
linebackers.
one out. He don't know who his team. He's over here trying to find a team right now.
That's all right, man. That was
For
me
me,
for a long time.
It's
For
the
me,
Saints and them
actually,
Bengals.
In football, I like
Snakes
players.
and
I don't like
Oh.
teams.
That's
Yeah,
tough.
it's Saints and
they
Bengals.
move around more in football
Yeah.
than
Yeah,
basketball.
they be gone. You
gotta
your
pick a
homeboy
team.
gets signed in training camp and you get a good deal too. You're like, yeah, there's no
Go get that money, dog.
He's gonna get cut. It's
Yeah.
like he can get cut. Like the same season he signed a deal.
That's a fact.
But for the Saints, I want to see them bring in some wide receivers. We got 2 first-round picks.
Y'all traded up. Y'all gonna trade up for a receiver?
No, we traded.
That's sick.
We traded our pick this year and a pick next year for Philly. Two of Philly first-round picks this year. We moved up like a couple slots though.
Yeah.
But we may be in line for a quarterback of the future, Malik Willis.
I don't think y'all gonna take Willis. I want him to fall to the Steelers at 20.
I like dude from Pitt too, but Malik Willis. And hopefully we get some offensive help. I think our defense is gonna be solid again this year. We get some skill, some agile guys on that wide receiver core and potentially a quarterback. I wouldn't mind taking a quarterback of the future. But that's what I would like to see from them.
What do you all feel like the Cleveland Browns need to do this offseason?
Trade Baker Mayfield.
Not in the, I'm sorry, in the draft specifically is what I was referring
Trade Baker Mayfield.
Wide receivers.
to.
They need to go get
No,
a
they
big
do, 'cause
time
they don't
wide.
have-
Well, they got Amari
Wide
Cooper.
receivers.
They-
They do have
They
Amari.
do have
Other than
Amari
him,
Cooper.
They got Njoku.
Nah, they need to go get another wide out.
Another wide
ASAPually.
Trade
They don't have
Baker.
In the
no
offensive
so-
offensive line. They may not. They might have
traded all them
traded.
picks for Deshaun.
Yeah, never mind. In Deshaun they trust.
Yeah.
And while we talking about the NFL, man, I'm reading this story. Grady Jarrett, man, he was denied service, man.
Atlanta Falcons on.
Yeah, man, at a local restaurant due to him violating the dress code. So
I don't be fucking with them dress codes because they're like slanted at us.
Correct.
Because other people dress in shit that is less, it's a lot more casual than what.
But it fits into what they want to see.
Yeah, it's just
For sure.
I don't like it.
So I'm like that. I'm not going to any place that I gotta truly like. If it's an event and it's like a theme or something, I'll do that. But if you just want me to dress a certain way, 9 times out of 10, I'm not gonna frequent your establishment.
Yeah, because I want to be comfortable.
Yeah, and everybody should be comfortable in whatever they wear. And I don't think anybody it's always some crazy one-off, right? Somebody will come in there with they cheeks out.
But
that will happen. But if you got a art museum, and it's like that's just what you do, and it's like just a regular art museum, I doubt that many people with cheeks out are just gonna be just frequenting your place. It's like,
I don't know, man.
So from what I read though, the way he was dressed was actually equivalent to the way that the patrons were dressed that were already there.
So he was targeted.
And actually I heard, that there was some people dressed less than he was.
And
I'm looking at you.
Yeah.
See the fit he just had on the loud green Gucci fit.
Somebody in there with a hoodie on. So it's like,
Yeah, what make your jacket different than my jacket? It's a
especially
jacket.
my
Nice
jacket
little
probably
tracksuit.
costs more than your jacket.
Yeah. It's like, what's the point?
What's the point?
That's why I don't like places like that.
Yeah.
Our
culture is taken for everything, but we're shunned for our culture.
Yeah.
Insane. Nuts. Just like, that's why I say just, I was talking about earlier, just come together, just kind of build a couple restaurants. Or lower the prices than the ones fucking we got. Shit. So we can come there regularly. Yeah, like Breakfast at Barney's. If you just cut the price in half, your shit'll be bumming like IHOP.
Or build our own city.
Yeah, they can give us a piece of this motherfucker. I'm with that. Oh man, just give us just
some land. Where you want the land at?
Well, I mean, I feel like it's
got to be in the in the country. So
what they not gonna do to us? What they not gonna do to us is isolate us. No. Because that's gonna set our children's children up to be conquered in the future. I want to be right. I want you to cut a piece out of right in the middle of your shit. So if you want to kill me, you want to infect the whole loaf of bread.
You said because that's gonna set our children's children.
No, it's just like if you should say, give this, like, here, we want this piece of the map or some shit.
Yeah.
In 100 years, I can see people fighting over that piece of the map. Where I feel like if you just allow, like, certain parts, like you see, like, if you go on Beautiful Highway and see, like, a strip.
I think they'll fight for the land regardless of where it's at.
But it's harder to fight for land. It's right in the heart of, like, just, like, no, you're not going to bomb.
It's a major metropolitan. Is what
yeah. It's like, you're not going to come.
Which one you want? Let's pick one.
What? Oh, yeah, I need all this. I need all of the original black Atlanta areas back. East side, south side, everything below I-20. I-20 for sure. And I need everything below North Ave on the west side. Yeah. We can get that, and they can take top.
There's some nice parts on the top, though.
So many nice spots.
We not segregating again.
That's exactly what you just said.
That's what you just said.
No.
And there's some nice parts on the top.
Yeah, like,
we giving up a lot of good real estate.
I want us to have an entire city. Like,
that's why I was
fuck splitting Atlanta. If I'm gonna have Atlanta, I want Buckhead too. You can't leave the city.
And Buckhead is on the top,
niggas. Nah, so it don't have to be Atlanta. Pick a city.
I didn't think that through, but we gotta look. This is something new. We gonna take a break real quick, man. Yeah. Water breaks.
Niggas really got water?
That was an interesting dialogue, actually. You said what now?
We're back.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? We got to take a quick little break, man. Get the juices going, man. Get the flow back going. What else? Oh, moving on, actually. This is new. This is a new setup. I gotta get calibrated on this. You know what I mean? Where we at? Life. You know, it's just a lot of stuff going on in the world. Shout out to Spelman. They have introduced, or I don't know if they've introduced her yet, but they have chosen their new, I think it's the 7th president in their university history, Spelman.
Amazing.
Helen Gayle. She used to be, and let me see, CEO of Chicago Community Trust.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she was over there.
Shouts out to Spelman.
I think you out of the mic. Macio.
We good?
Yeah,
Good.
he's
Yeah, I
back.
can hear him.
Yeah, he's back. Yeah, so, you know, Spelman, they've been crushing everything on the HBCU charts.
They do.
Number one,
Consistent.
undisputed.
For years.
Yeah, those ladies
Amazing,
over there.
amazing.
Those ladies over there crushing it.
Crushing it.
Doing the damn thing.
Well, I'm gonna, you know, I got Amber go to Spelman. Well, not go to Spelman.
Alumni.
Alum. So I got to take my jab. It's a lot easier, man, to excel in the books when you just got one sex on campus.
I wouldn't even say that.
Man, I would have went to
not.
class if we was at an all boys school.
But technically, it's
Yeah,
not. It's
but the
not
all-boys
like
school is in downtown Atlanta next to Morehouse in Clark, Atlanta.
Yeah,
That's a
like,
fact.
it's
All
literally
right.
one
Men
big
all
I'll
the
campus.
back
around.
off. I'll back
Yeah.
off.
It's
I'll back
one
off.
huge campus. That's like saying it's only boys on by the business house, and at the animal house, it's just women.
Yeah, nah.
Like,
Hold
it's
on, let me
not.
get some
See,
water.
like
And
with
it may
us
not
in
even be that far.
Tuskegee, we were completely isolated. It's nothing like that.
That's a fact. So in Atlanta, you got the whole city that can touch you anyways. You don't even got to be students.
Exactly.
Okay, no, I'm back. So yeah, she what I was doing, my fault. So yeah, shout out to Spelman. They got right. What else we got? I'm tripping.
Good shot, Carl. Minnesota's
One,
going to win this
yeah.
series, man.
Oh, this is a big one. Xavier University plans to open a medical school in Louisiana. So I was reading this when I kind of read into this one because I didn't realize. I thought, because, you know, going to HBCU, you kind of hear like the black medical schools and you know, you hear about the Tuskegee Vet School, but I realized that that's not really a medical school. That's a vet school.
Yes.
We're in Atlanta, so we got Morehouse School of Medicine right here in our face.
Yeah.
So you kind of don't realize, but it's very few. It actually is like maybe a dozen black HBCU medical schools in like at one point, but it's like down to like 4.
Currently.
Yes.
I did not know
So
that.
it's like I'm trying to scroll to it so I can. So you got Howard School of Medicine. You got Morehouse School of Medicine. You got Meharry Medical College in Nashville.
Meharry,
Meharry, yeah. And Charles Drew and Universities of Medical. Charles R. Drew University of Medicine and Science in California.
Wow, I didn't realize it was
And
so
it's like,
few.
you know,
So that's
John
like a
D.
major
Flint
shout-out.
Medical College in New Orleans closed due to lack of funding. Like a lot of the other ones closed due to lack
Is Charles
of
Drew
funding.
considered a HBCU?
I guess.
Because that's a high school, too. That's King Drew.
Is it? It says that's what this article is stated to me.
But that's awesome that Xavier is bringing the medical school.
Shout
that
out to
city.
New Orleans.
And especially to the city of New Orleans as well. That's something.
Right
that's
there in
Absolutely.
Holly Grove.
for that.
So they say it's going. They've been thinking about it for like 5 years. Say they're gonna take their time. It's gonna probably be like a 3-year plan, like a 3-year target to get this up. They want to kind of figure out the who's, the what's, and how they kind of want to go about this. But Xavier, they're tops in producing black medical professionals.
Yeah, I know a few graduates from there.
But they, so let me get the name right. Try to give everybody their credit here. What is it? Reynolds Verrett is their president, and they say that, like, regardless of how much, the representation of black, the percentage of black medical professional they produce, is still not doing enough as far as the overall picture of the medical field. So they feel like they can have a greater impact with a school of medicine.
Where you can go and learn with people that have like minds to you, that look like you, you yearning to be medical professionals together.
Together, going
you know
through
what
it.
I'm saying? That's important to identify like that.
That's dope, though. That's really dope. And I did not realize it was only 4
is crazy.
medical schools at HBCUs in the world. That's crazy.
Yep.
But shouts out to HBCUs, though.
Turning
we
up.
do produce a lot of engineers, more STEM majors is what, especially at Tuskegee, But STEM is usually our thing. But we need to do that definitely better in the health field.
Definitely. Shouts out to Xavier. Shout out to Spelman. What else we got life going on out here? What?
You just funny.
Oh, let's talk about AirBNBs, man. Atlanta, black folk. Let's just get it right up out there. Get straight to the point. I know a lot of y'all been getting into the Airbnb game. I don't even really understand this. I'm sure you guys are both gonna shed some education on me here. How people who don't have homes of their own are going out here purchasing homes and like running them as Airbnbs.
Yes.
Yeah. But, and I'm sure you've read into this even in more depth.
Sure.
You can go ahead and lead the conversation on kind of where we were and where we are now, kind of as far as the changes that they've made as far as the Airbnb game in Atlanta, to be specific.
Well, to speak on your first point of how it's done with people that don't have homes, it's basically just referred to as rental arbitrage, where basically you start a business, which is like the thing nowadays, generating you an LLC with your state business. And basically you go to, housing authorities or, apartment complexes, and you rent an apartment from them or a unit from them under your business name. And you basically, just kind of negotiate with them and let them know how you'll be using it. You got to be, upfront with them and let them know. But it's like more so like, I got business clients that are coming in and they're needing a place to stay, and I provide, home for them basically, or lodging for them rather. And then you just, get that contract set up with them, and it's just a lease, just like it would be with you as a tenant, but except you're renting it to your business. And then you just run it up from there.
That's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Oh, so people ain't, so they're not even going out here and buying cribs?
No, they're not buying. Well, now some people are. Yes, there's definitely a lot of
What
people.
percentage do you think, or I'm sure you've done your research, that are actually owners of the property?
I wouldn't know that percentage. I'm going to be honest. That's a good question. If I was to get in Atlanta, we're talking the Atlanta area?
Yeah.
Obviously the rule was passed here. Owning versus renting, I would probably guess 60-40.
I always knew it was some bull. Every time, without fail, it's like fucking Forex and that other shit. What's my boy name? I don't even want to say his name.
It's not.
I be running.
I don't think that's. I think it might be better to rent in the situation he's talking about, because you don't have any of the overhead and the liability and the risk.
Well, you do still have the overhead, but you don't have the liability and the risk. The liability and the risk is on your LLC. And
as far as maintaining like the building and the property, you don't have to do any of that. Like, you got to take care of what's going on in the house.
Correct.
But like, that's it, and that's cool, and then you paying for that, it's going to start paying for itself after a while.
Yep.
And it's all profit as long as you have good clientele coming in and out. Yep. And that's on you to disseminate. Yep. But
And the key, like you said, good clientele, but you got to just, have occupancy. If you're not actually getting people to stay at your unit, then it's an expense. Money, it's a liability at that point. So,
okay.
Yeah. So that's what was happening. That's what we were. And like you said, they are doing it both renting and owning the units. But what happened recently, I don't know exactly all of the details, but basically one of the requirements is you had to live in the city.
You had to live in Atlanta.
You had to live in the city.
Only do 2.
And I think you could only do a max of 2.
I think that helps the housing market. Like, if people just buying homes, because a lot of like corporations are just buying houses to do this Airbnb stuff. They're paying exorbitant amount of money over what even the asking price is.
Yeah.
And I know people that are struggling trying to just keep up with that.
Facts. It's a nasty game. I think forgot where I was reading this, and I just be reading a bunch of shit. But it was saying that like Atlanta now has like crept into like the area of like home ownership is practically unaffordable to the average person.
To the average person, yeah.
It's made it to that whatever they measure it as, kind of be scanned and shit. But so it's really hard for a family to find a home that they kind of deem is something they would actually want to be in, you know. Yeah. And you can go find some shit, but you got some work to do.
You definitely got some work to do. And truthfully, though, this may be contrary to popular opinion, but from a wealth creation and real estate perspective, it's actually better to buy the crib that you got some work to do in it. That's not what we choose to typically do as black people. We typically want to.
You want the brand new, shiny
shit. The nice shit.
Well, tell us why. Why is that better?
Because that's, if you're buying it and it needs work, then that means that if it's in the right place, got to be in the right location, obviously. But Atlanta, the right location is
value,
equity,
exactly, as far as equity. So if you buying it and it needs work, that means you're getting it at a discount. Mm-hmm. And if you're in the right place, you put enough work into it and you know what you're doing, it can be up. Just like what you're saying about how it's being unaffordable because the values are up. So if you know how to make yours up, then you are up.
Yeah. So that's my goal. Is
and truthfully, that's what, our opposites do. That's what white people do. They move into the city. We move out of the city.
Stupid shit. Trying to sell us on, I want some land. I do too. I just want some expensive ass land.
Just driving into your crib right now, I seen like 10 people with like 30 dogs between them just walking in. Yeah. And that's when you know that it's
good over here.
It's good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Sure. That's a fact.
But they'll come over this motherfucker though. They get in there early. Go to the west side.
Yeah.
They get in there early.
I've been there. I used to live up in there.
Yeah.
In the bluff.
Yeah.
Go over there now. It's just, they starting to walk them dogs.
They definitely walk
the whole north side of Donnelly Hollowell is different.
Yeah.
They just throwing them condos up.
Throwing them up.
I did not used to look like that.
People got
3 years ago.
People got to be and the funny part about all of that, like, and I kind of just shake my head at, especially black people, because I mean that's who most of our audience is how afraid they are to live right amongst each other. Be like, yeah, go over there. If you go live over there with your people and buy this house, you'll have a home worth $1 million in 10 years.
Yeah.
And they're like, nah, I don't want to stay over there with them black folks. No. What?
I mean, it's perceived danger though.
That's tough. That's programmed though.
It's not just programmed.
It is programmed.
It's 100%.
It is also perceived
but other parts about it is it's not just, that may be what they say, right? I don't disagree with that, but I think it's also just resources allocated into those type of areas. It's not there either, like in these other areas.
But that's on us because we not taking part in like politics on a small level to enforce, to make sure that money it's probably there, and you got sorry motherfuckers probably spending it on flat screen TVs and shit for their office and shit instead of putting it in the programs and because you have nobody putting pressure on you to spend it right, so you spend it how the fuck you want to.
It how you want to.
You know what I mean? So that's what I do put on black people and nobody else is like the resources are there.
Yeah.
And if you that's why we should be pushing children to like want to be a part of city council. We should be going to city council meetings because that's how you dictate what's built around you, right. What businesses come into your area.
That's correct.
That's
you know what I
mean?
Too. That is correct.
That's voting too.
Yeah. That's what we don't understand is vote. Is the vote, like you said.
It's doing the census. It's all of that.
Yeah.
That's not cool in our culture.
And that's what it'll be cool as fuck in a couple of years. These young kids are gonna take over the world.
Kids are
I would love to see, they are definitely different.
I can't wait.
But I would love for that to be a major thing that they do. That would be awesome.
It will because
just take a couple leaders.
And
I think
we're more aware now. I mean, even us as obviously our parents, I think they're a little long gone as far as they stuck in their ways.
They saw a different world.
But I think we're seeing it develop.
I'm talking about, a little bit more extreme to where like something takes over the culture the way hip hop has. Like, and I love hip hop. Obviously, I'm a major consumer of hip hop, but like there's a lot of facets that we get from that we glorify as a black people, that is probably we're probably over that. It's probably time for something else.
It's a new pinnacle. Yeah, it's a new something. You know what I mean?
But still, give me the music. I'm definitely still gonna consume.
But I mean, it definitely won't be hip hop, because I think now, because they've got those things, I think now music is more about just vibes, having fun, and like I think that's what it is now.
But it's still,
what will it be though?
Dictates faction and the way people
100%.
behave and everything.
100%.
I think now,
it's bigger than just the music too.
Yeah, I think it'll be more industry now. Like I think that it'll be a different industry, because I think music was like our way, like to claw and like be heard. We heard loud and clear from that. So I think the change will be made, like you say. Like I think they'll actually start taking those roles, and like it'll be cool to be a politician, like.
Yes.
But on some other shit, like not the way that we look at it now. It'll be like, I'm really trying to change the world. Like
some Lorenz Tate and
not even that. Like
he's a dirty dog.
Like,
nigga.
like
He's a dirty dog.
Politicians, the way we look at it, will change. Like people will really be, they talk about wanting to change the world, but honestly, it was just to preserve the wealth that they had already built, stolen, or whatever you want to say. Yeah. And now it'll be like you'll really be people out here that's really wanting to change the world and see a better world, and they really want to be in those positions to do those things.
And what's interesting is what like the youth don't understand is actually there's money in politics.
That's what I'm saying. You'll see them. It's a way to make a life for yourself, and then people will really be about like it's gonna be harder to be crooked when there's more people wanting to do it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like
I don't agree with that.
It's hard to, if everybody wanted to be a politician. You know how hard
like everybody wants to be a rapper.
Yeah. Do you know how hard it would be to like for anybody like Donald Trump to even win? Like if everybody wanted to be it, you have to be like.
I disagree. I think it just be a boys' club amongst the group of people that want to get in.
Well, that's kind of what it is now, but that's what the change is about. That's what the change will be about.
I don't think it'll change. I think it's just like all corporate environment. With anybody, you want people who are making decisions are looking at people that they identify with, however that is. And so it's always going to be people that fit that mold different than the rest of the crowd and play the game a different way.
You remember we was talking about culture, right, at a job.
Yeah.
And I see, I'm not sure where you worked at, all the list of things. I know a couple. But in good cultures, I see upper management actually go against just let me go with the person who agrees with me. Like I actually see that shift where it's not, I just resonate with them, or they're just, somebody I can get.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying there's always a game. However the game look is how it look. It's not always that.
Yeah.
But there's always going to be a game, and some people play the game better than others. I don't make it that it's an equal playing field all of a sudden is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? As far as more black people doing the politic thing, I think even if it is more of us, that doesn't mean it's not going to be crooked. It might just be crooked niggas too. Just like anybody could be crooked. You know what I'm saying?
Macio, what you think?
I think politics is just a dirty game, period.
Do you see a clean politics, Macio?
It's no such thing.
I've never seen a clean politics.
That's not what that is.
Are you envisioning it on the horizon?
Well, in the context of the conversation we were having, that's what I was envisioning. Like people like kind of take that up into like a craft and kind of take it to the next level for.
Nah, y'all had some fucking fairy tale shit.
It was kind of fairy tale.
I mean, I think it sounds like a fairy tale now because we've never seen it.
We've never seen it.
No, what it should. It's not a fairy tale. What I want it to still be that it's
actually that's not true. We have seen it. We just seen it way back in the day before our lifetime. Like when we were fighting for civil rights.
Nah, that's not even what I'm talking about. I'm talking about even if it is like almost a quote unquote open market for politics, I still want the black people to be able to play the game just like the game is. We just gotta win.
You said be dirty.
The game is the game.
He just saying he won.
I just want us to win.
I just need more dirty black people in that motherfucker.
Like the game is the game. Like
that's what he got. That's what he
I just need more hoopers, bro.
That's what he said.
But think about it, like you said it right.
We just need more. Yeah, we just need some more awareness.
They're trying to keep what they've stolen. Nigga, we have to steal it back for it to get equal.
Let's
I'll
go
win
here,
that.
Twan.
But after we win this war, it gotta be that fairy tale gotta happen after that.
My nigga want us
like
to be dirty politicians. Let's do it.
Hey, if the job description is play the game, I want us to be able to play the game and win. I just want that, what they playing for is for me and what I want.
Man, that boy over here sounded like
you can't send no guppy into the shark pen. You know what I'm saying? We got to
come on, cat. Just come down with
y'all
that.
Y'all ever watch the TV show Queen of the South?
Oh yeah, I just finished the whole thing.
Just finished that. What's my man's name? That was the politician, but the big cartel boss. Man, what's his name?
From when?
Torn. That's his name. Torn.
Oh, in Mexico.
Oh
yeah, he was wilding.
He was wilding.
He was dumb though. He was dumb. Hey, Queen of the South is fire.
Yeah, you should. You should check that out.
It's all on Netflix.
All right, we're gonna get on. Let's take a break. We're gonna get the we gonna get the culture after this. I got another intro. Let's get it. Let's get it. We back. Part 3. You know what I mean?
Cat Williams doing it.
Shout out to Cat Williams.
The culture, bro.
Everywhere, man.
Cat Williams at the Grizzlies game turned up. We got. Let's get music started special, man, so we can let everybody know what they listening to out here on the new intro. You know, y'all like the beats.
Yeah, it's been smooth.
All them beats.
Let's go ahead and play for the first time. Let me get the
back for the first time.
Let me get my Bluetooth set up. Whatever. Hold on, let me get my Bluetooth.
Oh, that's a bucket. Minnesota finna beat these boys, man.
I don't think so.
They're up 11 right now in their gym.
That don't mean nothing, man.
It doesn't.
It's the third quarter.
It doesn't. It's a game of runs.
It's not letting me on.
It's a game of runs.
What is this?
That's the GOAT.
It's not the GOAT.
It's not the GOAT.
He's in that top tier though.
He's like
I'm talking about the class. I was talking about the tier players. I don't know if it's 5.
He may be approaching top 10 of all time, if not already in that list. Approaching it, I think, though.
Yeah.
Here we go. I think
maybe in that list.
I think we in here. I pray nobody call me.
Is Steph Curry a top 10? I'm sorry. It's top 10 player of all time, Cam?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, why not?
That's fair.
Probably number 10 or 9.
Okay, we're locked in.
All right, let's go.
Let's go ahead and get the
new
fans.
Music.
New music, yeah. We only do this with our friends. Only our friends. Shout out to my boy Rylan, man. This is Song My Way, man. He blessed me with the beat, man. I got the beat. You know, what's it called when the beat drop? I don't even know music terminology. I got the whole setup. I'm going to probably just drop a track on top of it and make him release a remix. But right now, man, tap in with my dog Rylan, man. My Way. Available on all streaming platforms, man. Let's get it.
Yeah. I did it my way. Black Benz drop top on that highway. Stay down with my niggas, my compadres. Living life every day like it's a Friday. I did it my way. Rolling on the highway. Jetpack to a bag. Got a new bougie chick, she stay in them Louis tags. Niggas asking who was that? I only spit the true effects. My niggas lead the league in assists. Check the newest stats. Game on the line, I ain't losing that. Cash coming in with a new attacks. Mix the old money with the newer racks. And for the love of the game, I never changed. Me and my niggas did it all way, created our own lane. I did it my way. Black Benz drop top on that highway. Stay down with my niggas, my compadres. Living life every day like it's a Friday. I did it my way.
Yeah. Switch up.
Give me them Kanye college dropout vibes. Nigga had to get on it. You know what I mean, this is where I wanna be, nigga. Yeah, I done seen it. Done traveled many seas. Seen a lot, nigga. I know where I wanna be. This the realest shit I ever wrote. This the feeling that I got back in Riverdale when I was broke. Cockroaches scatter on the floor. Mama working 8 to 4, 2 for 5, but I was serving on the post. No cops really tried to play us close. And little Chris down the street, man, she loved to smoke. She was fucking with me back when my money was low. Now a nigga take trips from coast to coast. Still keep the hammer close, cause niggas still do the most. Got a chick in my heart, I can never let her go. Phone full of tens, but in my mind it's still stressful though. Niggas showing feelings, but I still keep it professional. My feelings on vegetable, but fuck it, I gotta let her go. Pull the plug and let it smoke. That feeling hit you late like an edible. And in between your bitch legs, where I wanna be. Traveling the 7 seas, exactly where I wanna be. Couple million up with my niggas comfortably. It's a million bad chicks, but only one of me. Living dead broke, but now it's luxury. It ain't about where I'm at, but where I wanna be. Couple million up with my niggas comfortably. It's a million bad chicks, but only one of me. Living dead broke, but now it's luxury. It ain't about where I'm at, but where I wanna be.
Shout out to my boy, man.
He low-key slid on that.
Yes, sir, man. Shout out to my boy Downey, man. Day one right there, man. Make sure y'all go out, support, man. Listen to the music, man. It's all on all streaming platforms. His video is out now. Too, make sure you tap in with him, man. Ryland FM, man. Make sure y'all tap in with my boy, man. It's up. But other albums, other music out, what y'all been listening to. I took a listen to Cokehead Pusha T's latest Coke fairy tales. He still selling Coke, huh?
Still selling Coke.
Young move that dope. Yeah, young move that dope. He's still on there. He just can't help himself.
He's still buying it.
Does he?
I mean, we just on Apple Music. It was free with my subscription.
Does he still only have one flow on it?
I mean,
Does he
yeah,
switch the
sure.
flow at all?
Are you one of those people?
All right. All the disrespect.
No, I'm saying I don't think that's a problem. I was like, are you one of those people who think a person needs to have multiple flows?
I like people with multiple flows. Yes.
You love Rick Ross.
Huh?
Love Rick Ross.
Why are you always taking shots at Rick Ross?
I'm not taking shots.
Because he said
flows.
every time he say something to you about music, you want to talk shit about Rick Ross.
I want to poke holes in his hate. He's just hating.
I'm not hating.
I
do like Rick Ross. I'm a fan of Rick Ross.
So what's the difference?
That's one person.
That's one person that got one ass flow. It goes wonderful with a Pusha T verse.
The difference is that one person makes
that
better
shit do
music.
not go well with a Pusha T verse.
That
Port of Miami do.
That person,
all
Pusha
this
T
new shit
and Rick Ross together. Fire.
He talking about Vacarons and shit, and the Pusha T gonna come in and talking about some selling some coke.
Hold up,
on
but
the
check
next
this
verse.
out.
No.
The difference, though, I do like Rick Ross. He does only have one flow, but Rick Ross makes great music.
So does Pusha T.
No, he does not.
He makes good music.
He makes great music. Hey, agree to disagree. We're not going. Hey, Pusha T album, dropped. If you into that, check it out.
No.
What else done drop?
I fucked with Blast dropped the album.
Blast is dope, man.
Before you go.
I like his project.
I didn't know of him until I checked out that West Side Web and he was on a song with West Side. So I was like, let me check him out.
He got
Blast
a
is
lot
hard.
of
Blast is hard. I'm a big fan.
Really? Yeah,
he got a lot.
I ain't know it's Blast.
Blast.
Yeah, Blast.
I thought it was Bliss.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay, I didn't know I knew once you said it exactly who that was.
Yeah.
Like nowadays you got to do shit to stand out. Black name got a 6 in it.
Yeah.
Niggas calling them 6 Lack for the longest, but it's just black.
It's just
6 Lack.
It's just black. It's just black, and that's just Blast. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'll be honest. I'm still listening to Durkee, man. His project that dropped 2-3 weeks ago. Lil Durk.
He all right. I check his features out when he on one of my favorite artists' songs.
You need to tap into his project, man. He low key.
He just dropped.
Maybe like 3 weeks ago.
Who I'm listening to?
Vince Staples, Ramona Park.
I like Vince Staples.
Broke My Heart. That's a fire album.
I ain't really been listening to shit since Gunna dropped.
You still been on that Gunna?
Not on it, but like I ain't really tapped into nothing new since that Gunna for real.
Gunna went crazy though.
The West Side Web, shout out to him. Like,
Buddy dropped Super Ghetto. We was talking about that earlier.
Buddy.
And they said Future finna drop. I would
Future
love
drop
if
now.
Future go
Now this
crazy.
Future drop gonna go crazy.
I would love for
What's the
Future to
album
go
called?
Crazy.
You saw
I
what the
Ain't
album
Like
was
You
called?
Anyway or something like
Yeah,
that.
some
I
Scoopy
ain't
shit
like
like
you
that.
anyway.
Yeah.
Man, he should go crazy.
He gonna go crazy.
That
Shout
would
out to
make,
Future.
bro. That would be hella dope for the summer.
It's a lot of good music coming up.
It is.
Just this month.
Kendrick is on the way.
Kendrick is on the way. I think Thug is on the way. Future.
You know, I've been talking shit to you for 5 years, but not 5 years because it's hiatus. Really been 5 years, so it's probably been like 3.
Yeah, when Kendrick's supposed to drop in June?
May, like 13th or 16th.
Niggas just be mad about the hiatus.
Yeah,
You just gotta deal with that. When they show up though,
Tell
niggas
me
is,
you're an
niggas
artist,
is
give
here.
me
I'm
your
ready.
art.
I'm waiting for that Future. I want to hear that Kendrick. I think who did I just seen came out the studio recently?
I know
Out the
J.
school.
Cole been snapping on everything.
Somebody
every
just
touch.
said.
And Kendrick's had enough.
That boy got the Midas touch. Right?
I need
he's
Roddy
number
Ricch
one
to
right
get back
now.
in the studio because I didn't like that last joint. So
Yeah,
I
y'all
didn't
niggas,
like that last
y'all
joint
niggas
that
ran him back
much.
home. He was upset with y'all.
Roddy
Or
Ricch.
y'all was upset with him.
Roddy Ricch.
Yeah.
yeah, I was about to
Y'all
say.
didn't treat him like y'all loved the first album for real. Like,
The first album
First
was
one was
fire.
hard.
but
First album was
y'all
fire.
didn't have to come down on him so hard after the second one. wasn't-
Tory Lanez dropped the project. My fault. I didn't
nigga-
mean to cut you
It
off.
wasn't a project. I think he just dropping singles.
Oh, he just dropped a little. That's a project.
Oh yeah, he dropping music every
a
Friday. He
project,
can't
yeah.
stop,
All
won't
right, so
stop.
have y'all heard the leak song with Drake and Jack Harlow?
With
he-
a spin in Tory Lanez.
No,
No.
he's shooting at
Oh.
Pusha T.
No, with
Drake.
with
I don't
Drake
listen
and-
to leak Drake music. I try not to.
Oh
Except
my
for-
God, this
was
is
that
one
song?
of the-
Was that what Mike sent me and I listened to?
I think so.
Do y'all
Was that it?
remember, like, maybe years ago, Drake said, what he said, I'm 10 years in and y'all still have yet to hear my most impressive verses? And we thought that nigga was lying because we had already heard him spit some shit.
You say
This
this
is
is
what
it?
he mean.
Okay.
This is what he means.
Shout out to leak Drake songs.
Bro, I don't even know the name of the song, bro, but it's just him and Jack Harlow.
Y'all seen the? Was it a leak or a real interview? Because I still haven't seen a full interview with Gayle King, and Meg Thee Stallion. Was that a leak?
No, it's
This
just
was
promo.
a teaser.
That's a.
That was a
If you
that's
see
a good
Gayle,
point, actually.
that shit
I
is
think it
coming
was
out.
just a
It's a
teaser.
little teaser.
It's a little
I'm like,
teaser.
I seen that. I'm like, where the whole full interview?
They been dropping
Who
snippets.
leaked this?
That ain't a leak, bro. That's a commercial.
Where's the source of this leak?
But the source gonna say Gayle on it, bro.
I want more. I'm not.
Y'all like, hey,
Normally, when you're looking for the source of a leak, you trying to get, you trying to patch it up. I just want more. I want more. I want to hear more.
That's what they want.
I want more alligator
They
tears.
just throwing bait at you. They gonna throw you the whole
Hey,
thing.
with all sensitivity to the actual case at hand, Meg Thee Stallion got a really ugly cry. I was just like, I hope it's like because it's not believable, and so I'm just like you said, like Tory acting his real innocent behavior. It's like
Yeah, that's what I say. He's either
they real
he's either-
guilty tears is not believable. It's like
that's so funny.
you ever looked at somebody crying and it's like, yeah,
Like
dramatic. And not to say she like it didn't happen, but it's like
You just
I don't
talking
think
about
you that hurt
tears.
no more.
Yeah.
I don't think like it didn't seem like you just like you're forcing this.
No.
This is not believable.
That's
I'm sure it was somebody in their ear like just like, hey,
Drop a couple.
No, this. All right, just stop. It's not. It's not we told you to
Hey, Gayle, cut.
because they definitely planned it. Like you know what I mean. Like make sure you cry in this one. Got to make sure you drive the point home.
Bro said she had an ugly cry. That's
That's
insane.
funny.
Let me get out of here before I get canceled, man. TV, man. You've been watching Showtime, and I haven't, and I've been watching the Magic Johnson documentary.
You talking about winning
Oh,
time?
yeah, winning time.
Winning time is
My
fire.
fault.
Winning time is amazing.
I ain't
Are
seen
you
it
all
yet.
the way caught up?
No, I'm not all the way caught up.
But y'all behind on the Magic Johnson documentary. It's better
I
than
do gotta
it's
watch
better than the MJ shit.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm
I
definitely.
don't know if it's better.
I'm gonna watch it. I love Magic Johnson.
Magic lived a more interesting life than Mike.
Be more open. MJ was doing.
He's definitely more open.
Yeah, it's just more open.
Because
MJ
MJ
wasn't-
probably was a wild boy.
Yeah.
MJ wasn't.
You
fucking
remember
big.
Magic did an interview back in the day. He was like,
I know
shit.
that.
Magic was like,
Who knows that?
in 1991, Magic was doing interviews like shit. I mean, the most I ever slept with at one time, six.
Five.
No, he's like
That's
six. Yeah, you know.
Magic was getting it in.
I had fun too.
And I had
Hey,
it.
man.
I enjoyed it.
Hey, but I'm
shit
learning a
was
lot in
wild.
winning time. I'm learning a lot.
That's that fiction, man. You gotta come get this.
It's not
based on true though.
It's
based.
a
I
lot
like
of
the real deal, man.
It's a lot of facts.
Hey, but Magic was that dude.
He was that guy.
He's that dude in the show.
He was that
In the
guy.
show too.
He's that
Yes.
He that dude in the show.
guy.
And he was that dude on the court.
Yeah.
Too.
You
All
know,
through
you know
life.
who's been y'all not all the way caught up, but Pat Riley looking like the man right now.
Yeah.
That is the man.
He is the man.
But he is the man today.
Why you saying winning time though?
What you mean?
Why you say he looking like the man? Obviously, you talking about winning.
super fresh.
Because like when you watch the show, he has a progression, right? And just how we know where Pat Riley is today.
Yeah.
That's not where he started.
You see the flip and where he was at. And it's like, damn, you here now? I don't know how true the beginning of the story is, but like from what they have here, I'm like, oh, this nigga's the man.
He's the man.
This nigga's the man. At this point right now, he's the man. He's like, I'm taking this bitch. This is me.
So he wasn't shit at the beginning.
Nah.
Down and out.
He was just like, my basketball career's over. Now what do I do? Type shit.
Yeah.
It's where he was at. And it's like, this is the
And
80s,
Magic walked through the door.
70s, 80s.
Oh!
Oh my God.
Oh! John Morant.
Just put a nigga in
Who
the
was
cat.
that afro-headed motherfucker he just slammed on?
Oh, what's
It
the
wasn't
replay
Cat.
song?
It wasn't Cat. I think it was
Could've
Malik
been Malik
Beasley.
Beasley.
Ooh.
Look at this, bro.
That's for Larsa Pippen, boy. Oh!
Jesus Christ.
What? I gotta make sure I clip this. Real life reaction to John Morant dunk.
That was crazy.
He got to chill the fuck out.
Oh man, I gotta stay on. Okay, we gotta.
What were we talking about?
I don't know.
Oh, we talking about winning time, but nigga, shout out to Memphis.
Shout out to the ultimatum type shows. I've been just on Netflix a lot, and I realized like they selling love at like a lot of love at first. They just selling love, but it's
Your
like weird
algorithm-
love.
That's your
It's
algorithms
different
right
love.
now. He got all the dating.
Amber
shows
on the
and
board.
shit.
Yeah, that shit.
Yeah, that's what your algorithms is right now.
Is it?
nigga.
But it's just an abundance of that
It's
shit
an
on TV.
abundance of 'em.
It's like
You want to know what?
let's go milk cows and talk over cow milk, and then I'm gonna marry you after this show. It's a show where
It's
you
mad
talk to
shit.
people behind.
90 Day Fiance.
Yeah.
There's a one interesting one that's out. Well, at least I thought it was kind of interesting. It's called Too Hot to Handle.
Okay, I never heard of that.
Look,
It's kind
I'm
of
interested.
It's kind of some freaky shit with
Yeah,
no
I
sex,
knew it.
but with no sex at all. So
Okay.
basically, they take 8 people, maybe more than that actually, but an even number of guys and girls, and they put them on a remote island, dope ass island, amazing views, amazing apartment or condo or really a villa basically, and they just stay there. But there's a artificial intelligence device within the facility.
So they got a sex doll.
No. It's like a little cone, but it won't let them have sex.
What you mean it
And
won't let them?
everybody.
How does it not let you have sex? Like it's just following you? Nah, you're too close. You're too close. Back there. What's it finna do? Hey, I'm sorry, Cone. This is happening, man. Like, what's he supposed to do?
Fall back.
It's gonna shoot a net on you, nigga.
Fall back.
Hey, man. You didn't have me in this house for weeks. Today is the
Give me and my
day.
lady some privacy, okay? Fall back, Cone.
I kick that Cone over or something.
That Cone ass. Knock his ass over like the pylon in the Super Bowl. Fuck you talking about?
6, nigga. That's
Get out of
disgusting.
here.
So no, explain it to us for real. What is this cone stopping?
Oh my God! So the cone. I'm
said the
sorry,
cone
man. Give
is
me
in
a
the
second.
way.
Y'all are wilding, bro.
Nigga said the cone is finna stop this. You crazy? Unless it's shooting the net at me and tying me up, nigga. Like this.
See that thing too. We both in the net.
Y'all
We
niggas-
still in the net together.
Unless y'all niggas booby trapping me on some Scooby Doo shit, this is happening, my nigga. What you mean? The cone is finna stop it? No. Myth busted that whole show, Macio.
No, y'all didn't even let me talk. That's so funny, bro. I can't even get my words.
Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
Just the same way Gerard Morant dunked on that nigga. Sorry, Cone, it's going down.
How this shit even make it through production meetings?
No,
They
hold
get 20 and they be like, man, this fucking show suck. This
All right, well, hold up. Here's the key. All right, this is how the cone does it. Because you're on a game show and you're playing for a lump sum of cash.
Oh, okay.
And every time you do something sexual, it deducts dollar amount from that cash that you'll be.
So it's like reverse prostitution.
What?
Like you get you some head ideas, it's gonna cost you a couple $1,000. This motherfucker John Moran trying to dunk everything.
Y'all
Fool.
are
This fool John Moran trying to dunk everything, fool.
I'm not mad at that.
Man. Yeah, man. You start off with 10K. You want a little head while you here. What the fuck?
Y'all want to hear a quote from Kendrick Perkins?
What?
From Kendrick Perkins.
Yeah, he said Ben Simmons is that pretty girl that's single, and everybody wondering why she's single. It's because she smokes cigarettes.
Oh my God. Oh my God. So, all right, we got to segue to the end of the show right there with that note. I just look. This the last thing we gonna talk about. We have out of here. That's great though. That's a great quote.
That is
That's
a great
hilarious.
quote.
I was gonna say like she probably got like she sleep on the floor. It's a but we can go with cigarettes. I think cigarettes is a good. Yeah. I think it gives us in the right frame of mind. So we normally gonna talk a little more money on the show, but we gonna talk a little money. It's tax season. Well, tax season just finished. Shout out to everybody who did it at the last minute. So shout out to the people who just got a little check. I ain't got mine yet, but I just want y'all to leave the people. This is what we're going to leave the show with. One thing, responsible thing you should be doing outside of saving. I don't believe in teaching people just to put that's just not a way to get rich. We trying to get rich here. We trying to get wealthy. We trying to build generational wealth. Yep. You're not going to get that saving. So this is not an option ever in our money talks is saving. We get it. It's the most easy and basic thing to do. Yep. We got it. Outside of saving it and just putting it in an account and just letting it sit there, give the people one responsible thing they can do with their tax refund this year. Refund.
Twan, you want to go first?
You can use it as a down payment towards something you need, like maybe you needed a car, something like that, or you about to buy a house.
Yeah. Macio?
Yeah. I think, not to be long-winded, but it's situational depending upon what you got.
Slide in, bro.
Situational depending upon what you got going on, like let's say you have some debt, you can use it as debt payoff.
Yeah.
That would be a good way. Or if you don't have debt, you can invest in yourself, like, maybe invest in a skill or a craft or something. So, or like Twan saying, you need to, buy a home or buy a car. It's situation. It's a lot of different things you can do, but you got to just make sure you're doing the best thing for you and not just blowing it because you got it.
Yeah. Obviously, the overarching thing is investing in your future. What I would do with it, I would 1 year, and I want to do this with y'all 1 year, take your tax refunds, get with your homies, and buy a failing business.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Take your refunds, put it together.
We need more thoughts like that. That's
and buy a failing business with your tax refund. Y'all about that next year?
That's a great idea.
You get you 5 your day ones, man. You can buy a car wash, and when I say a failing business, man, you gonna walk in there. And they gonna give you the keys to it, and you gonna get everything inside that motherfucker.
What it is, yeah.
I didn't watch people buy bars, and you got a bar full of liquor in there too. You know what I mean? You can open up tomorrow if you get your licenses up to par. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah, that is a great idea.
So that's what I'm challenging folks to do. 2023 tax returns, for the 2022 year. Put that money together with your homies and buy a failing business or start a business. And it ain't everybody can have their individual thing, but start something a family-style business where y'all can kind of bring y'all skills together. You know what I mean? Everybody do a little something different. You got somebody who do the business. You got somebody who, even if it's a strip club, I always use this. I like to use extreme ideas to kind of drive points on, like a titty bar. You got one business guy who just, he don't care nothing about the TNA, but he want to make some money. And he
TNA as in titties and ass?
Yeah. He gonna come in and he gonna, run the books, make sure y'all got everything legitimate, make sure everything foundationally is right, keep everything flowing. Then you got somebody who there for straight TNA.
The recruiter.
He pumping it up. Then you got somebody who just fired with the camera.
Yeah.
And he just blowing your spot up, from that area. You got, you got somebody who in the merchandise, and now you blowing it up and you you got merchandise, and you build a lifestyle off of this. You know what I mean? There's just levels to this shit.
And you gotta find somebody to
the liquor, the kitchen,
bartenders,
security.
servers. And then you can employ your friends. You can buy a blanket health care, and when you hire your friends, you can give them health care. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shit like that. That's monumental.
That's a great idea, Cam. I'm not gonna lie.
Handle y'all business, man. We talk a lot of shit, but I'm about this shit. I ain't gonna play around with it. I just, like the Carl Anthony Towns.
Yeah.
Look, I wanna be like suspect, like the announcers. Carl Anthony 3, one of the longest strokes in the game.
Yeah, cat.
We're out of Kit Kat.
Cat.
Let's get it.
Kitty cat.
But man, hey man, appreciate y'all tapping in with us for another episode. I really enjoyed myself this episode. I like the new vibes, man. The resets really keep the energy going. You can kind of take a break, stretch, kick your feet. Episode 109. Macio, appreciate stopping through.
Yeah,
Twan, as usual.
Always.
We on the hunt for a graphic designer too, man. Make sure y'all tap in with us, man. HasBeens Podcast, WildCard Sports. We out.